Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. This is going to be pretty exciting talk about video technologies, its usage, trends, and how actually you along with your business can benefit from it. Before we move to agenda, let me present myself and my partner of today's talk. So, welcome, Igor Pidruchny. He is the founder of Letzgro and actually CEO. He is a great visionary. After many years in web development, Igor pivoted his personal and business focuses to a video tech. And myself, I'm video Jedi at Letzgro. I just actually love everything what is connected to quality video production. Igor will cover all of your questions that will appear by the end of the webinar, and I will actually will be going with the entire content of today's webinar. Igor, what do you think?
Hi everybody. Hi Sergio. Hi everyone who is watching us and listening to us. I think that's a very exciting talk today because we are speaking about video, and we all see that video is becoming a huge trend, and many businesses realize that video is the new way to engage with the users, to deliver the story. And actually, because the key players like Facebook and other giants, they are investing heavily into video, I can see that the future, like the tomorrow, cannot be without a video. And if we don't integrate all the opportunities that video technologies give us, now we're gonna lose the competition tomorrow. So that's why we have prepared this webinar. We'll walk you through all the video technologies of today and how brands and businesses are using it and how you can use them as well.
Wow, that's very forward thinking your approach.
For sure.
Thank you.
Our clients deserve that.
Oh, sure. Okay, so let's see what we are going to talk about today. The first one is, before building anything, we hardly recommend our partners and clients to come up with solid business need or what needs to be changed or improved. Then, when the need is identified, we can move to the how question. How we will achieve this change? What tools do we pick up for this? And when we know what and how, then we need a team actually who makes it happen. So the next step is all about picking the right tech team. So why you need video tech? It seems as an obvious question, but in fact, the world spins so damn fast that we often miss many things out. And I want to share some of the impressive data with you, and I promise you will be surprised. According to this slide, we see that video will take up to almost 70% of internet traffic. Half of everything what people consume today, while mobile phones actually. And now it's video. People consume half of the content through the video. And I know by myself, you probably you know it too, that since quality of internet connection has evolved, I can now watch videos almost everywhere I want. And moreover, I actually do it. Video today is not a fancy or trendy stuff. This is absolute marketing tool for communicating with the audience. Therefore, users prefer to spend on almost 90% more time on websites with video. So seeing all these trends, almost all B2B companies consider learning and implementing video as a kind of content marketing over the next year. Another interesting thing that before we move more with the market data, I wanted you to take a look at this slide. It's a slide of penetration of the video penetration across the globe. The curious observation is that actually South Korea, not North Korea, just South Korea, watches more video than the US. It's hard to believe, but there are many countries in the world where internet is much more accessible than in the US. So let's go further with more hard data, and actually let's see what Cisco says us about video and the future of video technologies. So these guys research that global video content is already measured in zettabytes. Me honestly, have you ever heard about zettabytes? Me neither. Me honestly, for the first time, I hear about such quantity as zettabytes. So it's estimated to almost 2 zettabytes, or it's a 100 trillion gigabytes of global IP traffic. It's I actually calculated, it's 708 billion of all seasons of Game of Thrones. So today we watch much more video online than we ever used to. That is why by 2019, Cisco calculated that we will approximately see twice more content that we actually see today. And that's crazy. That's what impresses, that's what scares, but that's the facts that we are facing today. But what we see actually today, we see that millennials slowly occupy video space. I'm 28, and I have friends who are like 24, 25, and we are all about gadgets.
You're not millennial.
I'm not, but I crossed the checkpoint, and I know that I'm all about gadget. I'm not even saying about like children of my friends who are like 10 years old who will just like spend hours in staring at the gadgets. So they are like all about the gadgets, and the gadgets in their turn are all about being more and more efficient. So they actually allow us to perform online literally anything that we need to. But let's go further. These millennials are actually internet dependent. We all spend plenty of time chatting with our friends or finding about their life events. Facebook proved it after they launched actually the video functionality and the live streaming. The craziest fact that people spend 3 times longer watching Facebook live videos compared to those that are no longer live. You can just like briefly go through the statistics and you will be impressed. We found out like some hard facts about the marketing benefits. So let's summarize it a little bit. 2015 actually has been called by someone, I don't actually remember who, but one of those like trendsetters, it's been called the year of the video marketing. We are like experiencing the shrinking of humans' attention span. Did you know that generally like people can concentrate and lose concentration after 8 seconds of observing anything, especially like video on the internet? 8 seconds, that's ridiculously limited time. Marketers of today have the big challenge because they already run battles for our attention. Just consider that 96% of all businesses will use video in their content marketing in the next year. And everyone definitely wants us to spend, those marketers, they want us to spend more time on their websites. And in fact, we spend actually on 88% more time with video-centric websites. So just briefly again, go through the facts. And now we are moving actually to the next block. So how can you actually benefit? We found out about the marketing benefits, but how can you benefit? How can you use video streaming or video technologies in your business? How can you benefit from it? All this data that I just mentioned, it's not some far future. It's all happening now. All these brands either use videos at their core businesses or use videos as a marketing tool. Just think of Red Bull and how they actually benefit from streaming fever of the events they hold. Or like think of the Snapchat and like how youngsters use it like non-stoply. But let's talk about the Periscope a little bit. As you know, that Periscope founders Kevin Bakepur and, if I'm not mistaken, Joe Bernstein came up with the idea while traveling in 2013. Kevin, he was in Istanbul when the protests actually broke out in Taksim Square, and he wanted to see, but he wanted to see what was happening, but he couldn't see it. He could read only posts on Twitter. So creators made up an app like a teleportation technology when you could allow anyone to broadcast anything from any spot in the world just with the push of the button. Such huge brands already like as Red Bull, Target, or General Electric or Adidas have become the early adopters of Periscope and gained vast audience using it. Yet, I know that like there are a lot of opportunities yet on Periscope because not many businesses still use it. So you guys can, I would like dear partners and clients, you can be among the first businesses to jump on, and you will find your custom audience there. You may build or pivot your business model around video streaming, and we can help you with it. Just like keep up with us till the end of the presentation, and you will find out how. Or let's consider the case with Adidas. It's crazy, actually. I've got some good case of celebrity marketing and how Adidas does it. So they did a very great job with live streaming innovation at the same day when Periscope actually launched their app. So the same day, Adidas Football streamed live video of Real Madrid star James Rodriguez signing a contract extension with this brand. Your business can benefit with the video streaming tech. You can share live events with your audience. You can make them feel more connected to your company. The key here is not just showing the event, but also letting users be a part of the event, see event behind the curtains, and touch the event in the very real time, not just like afterwards when the party has gone. Or another interesting usage of video streaming and video tech, this is actually the showcase behind the curtains, because your audience cannot typically see how your products or services are created. As with live video streaming, you can show them what it takes to go from the, let's say, concept or like idea creation to actually product delivery. You can show out anything what is happening behind. Doesn't matter if it's like call center or kitchen or production. And the greatest benefit here is not only like huge companies may use it, but smallest ones, the tiniest companies can benefit out of using these video streaming technologies. Literally like any small or middle-sized company can use it. Or let's talk about the giants. Let's consider the Cisco Case and how they actually run educational program through the live video streaming. Live video is another actually great way to run training or any education event where you actually guide your audience step by step. This is the story of Cisco. They used streaming video for worldwide corporate training and improved communications. They increased information access. And moreover, they saved over $71 million on this streaming program. These industries I just mentioned are like not the only ones who benefit from it. No matter like either you like huge airport or like security streaming company, or you work in media, or it's all about education, you are university, or you are like just independent vlogger, or you are a video-oriented startup as a world-famous pet cube. You all can use video streaming technologies of today. Let's have a brief look again on usage video streaming in the business. You can actually start using video streaming in your companies today, no matter the size or like technical capacities. Because many companies have built their whole business around video and they earned millions. We already like know the cases of Snapchat or Periscope. And plenty of successful companies use it to connect with their clients. I just like mentioned the Adidas, let's say. There will be even like deeper video penetration with emergence of the new tech like 360 videos or augmented or virtual reality. Alrighty, so we know like the facts, we know the marketing benefit from it, but how to choose the right technology? You can naturally like ask a question, okay, like, but how do I start? Like, where to stream? Like, is it like the YouTube or something else? On this slide, you can see the like possible solution to run a high quality stream on your website. Streaming is a process of a real-time transmission of any media file from a server to the audience without a direct transfer of the whole files. I will explain how does it look, how does it work. When you're watching your series, let's say, of the Game of Thrones on Netflix, the content delivery networks, it's also known as CDN, or just the main server, they don't upload a full-size file for you, but give you a constant flow of the content. It means that your online video watching a train, that some train wagon appears for a while and then disappears to be replaced by the next one. And this is the method that the video is being delivered to you. So using the encoder and codecs themselves, your video content may be compressed and transmitted faster, as well as stored safely on the servers. So I will highlight here the main 6 like approaches how you can host video streaming on your website. Let's start like with the famous and easy to understand solutions like as a free free platform like Vimeo or YouTube. However, like they are free. However, they are not always the right solutions for businesses because of security issues, very limited technical specifications that they can provide to you, and of course the logo. Yes, you will always see the Vimeo or YouTube logo on your channel, and it's not the most pleasant thing, especially like for businesses. So that's why big companies do not actually use these channels. But how does it look like? How does it work? So first you go to the YouTube page, then you simply get the HTML code. Then you copy this code that is displayed in the box, in the line, and then you pass this code into a page on your website where you want actually to host your video. It's very easy. The same thing works like for Vimeo or YouTube. The next thing is paid streaming host services. So they like there are a couple of them. You may know, such as Ustream, YouNow, Livestream, or Deckcast. They provide the bandwidth that allows you to share your stream with others, and you don't need to worry about installing an encoder. But the main advantage over the free platform is wider functionality. They all offer different packages, have different prices for their services. Most of them have the free basic packages. But if your businesses needs more viewing hours or storage, the price will rise depending on the scale of your stream. The next thing that you can use, the next solution that you can use, when you want to have all the functionality of, let's say, Ustream, or even more functionality, but at the same time, you don't want to pay for the service, you may use the combination of NGINX server and FFMPEG library. To implement the solution, your standard website hosting will not be enough. You also need a virtual server like DigitalOcean. In fact, this is the simplest free custom solution. And FFmpeg processes your video, and NGINX distributes the video to your users. Although this method is free, it needs constant support. And without technical knowledge, you will not be able to set it up yourself. What's the difference between like streaming on the YouTube or here? Like, when do I need this solution? Firstly, to be able to use your own player without being dependent on YouTube or Ustream, like you have your own streaming channel. There is no big boss or no administrator saying that like, okay, you don't have the full rights to stream this audio, or you didn't obey the rules. You are the boss. And secondly, you have absolute control over streaming content. You can make open or closed streams, and you don't need to worry about security. And security actually is a very hot issue right now. The world is obsessed about the security. Okay, it's time of the Flussonic. Flussonic, as we know, is written in Erlang, and Flussonic is a totally automated system. You can set up and configure it, and you won't need any support afterwards. So you will only need a tech expert actually to install it. But the major disadvantage of this approach is that you need a super powerful server, because a $5 virtual server won't do here. Yet there are many advantages of using Flussonic, because this platform is like extremely powerful. You can have many users. You can have many viewing hours, and to achieve the same results with the previous solution of combination of NGINX and FFmpeg, you will have to spend a lot of money on implementation and support. Even though at the first sight it seems like a free solution, but in the long run, Flussonic will be much cheaper. Wowza turn, ladies and gentlemen. Wowza is an extremely popular software. They claim that even not technical people can set up and use it because it's written in Java. So people always think that it's easier to find a specialist to work with. But in fact, it's not as simple as it seems, because not every Java programmer can deal with this platform, as they need to understand how video technology and streaming work. And secondly, Wowza positions itself as a multi-modular system where you can switch off or add different functionality. Yes, I'm sorry, there are many plugins you might use, but around half of them don't work. And some of them may even break the system, so you need to be very careful like using Wowza. Okay, so let's sum up a little bit. I know it's quite confusing. I know it's a lot of technical information, but let's sum up a little bit and make it clear. So again, 3 existing like video streaming solutions. First one, when you want to have FFmpeg or NGINX solution, you will need a server specialist to set it up for constant support. Although you will sacrifice quality, because I mean this method is free, but you will sacrifice quality of the content and delivery. And about the Flussonic, it's written in Erlang and incredibly productive and full control over solution. Though it's in the box solution, I mean, you won't be able to expand it. And it costs reasonable sum of money. And Vavza is very unstable because of Java and spooky plugins. But multi-modular system allows you to add functionalities that you need. So these are like the main advantages and disadvantages that you have and you want to consider while choosing the right technology. Okay, and the last one, it's a cherry on the top of the cake. It's a custom solution. When you're a big company, you definitely want to have your own branded channel with secure communication channel. Most likely you want it to be scalable for all your departments and without any breaks or glitches. Moreover, you have specific needs and you want software functionality actually to meet those needs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's only possible with custom solution because none of the previous ones actually can provide you all this package. So how actually these custom solutions are implemented by existing businesses? For instance, when talking about media companies that use video streaming, one of the major advantage for them is airing their own advertisement because none of the other channels can provide it, and high productivity of such approach. Or let's say if you're a product company, you need scalability because that you plan like crazy and a very, very extensive growth, and you want this channel to be branded according to your identity. Or let's talk about the airports. Let's say online streaming doesn't fit these guys at all. They need their internal network. They want to have their servers on site. They use VPN, or it's virtual private network, so the information doesn't leave the premises of an airport at all. It's a closed network, something like internet on their own. So this is in this slide you can see how modern businesses use it, how the current industries operate with video streaming for their good, for their benefit. And some of the more reasons to go with custom actually solution. Of course, there are much more, but let me highlight like the 4 main reasons. Privacy. Let's take a look on the webinar industry, the one that we are running right now. The webinar usually should be broadcasted only to your customers and without the ability to be caught by any unpaid spectators aside. We don't want like any rats on site or specifics of content. Depending on the specifics, you may just not pass the guidelines because of some corporate rules of the hosting. And using a customizable video streaming server, you are not limited by any restrictions, unless it is illegal content like adult content. What about the mobile streaming experience? So there is a standard Wowza Go Coder mobile app that encodes and broadcasts live events in ultimate high definition quality up to 4K in the real time. And augmented reality and virtual reality. Wowza technology allows you to stream 360 videos. Yes, you can stream 360 videos and virtual reality content, offering incredible video experience in 4K resolution. Say it out loud again. You can stream 4K high quality video in the real time. That's incredible, my friends. Okay, so implications. How actually? Let's sum up and think again how these solutions can be applied to your reality. First, that you have plenty of choices when you want to decide where to host the video streaming. You may choose among free, cheap, or expensive ones, or to build everything from scratch and have full control over your product. You have to also keep in mind that before making a decision, you need carefully weigh up pluses and minuses, including the costs, productivity, need for support, availability of specialists, maintainability, scalability, and many other factors. Actually, you want all these things to be delivered, to be delegated to the professionals, of course. Although custom solutions are more expensive, only they can give you full control and security. All right, so how to find this magical right team that will meet all the criterions. Let's say that IT specialist of video technology actually needs to have a lot of interdisciplinary knowledge. These people have to be aware of the latest IT trends, and that is what you need to look for when you gather in your video streaming tech team. You will need to combine many things while building your video streaming platform, like transcoder like Flussonic, Linux operating system, command line interface. So actually you need the team that will combine all these skills. Okay, let me go briefly through the roles of this team. What you should be looking for. The first is you need Linux OS sysadmin. You need to have a very good sysadmin. If you think that any programmer can easily deal with it, you are mistaken. You shouldn't demand this knowledge of your random programmer at your company, because this should be just only a separate person. Also, you need a transcoder specialist and FFMPEG specialist. Okay, what it's about? It's about like a camera delivers one stream of information. Yet we have different clients. One is using like on Android device, another uses iPhone, the third one uses Windows Phone. And transcoder has to decode content for any device, and only then actually it automates the system. And FFMPEG does all the actual work here. So there should be the people who understand these specifics. And of course, front and back-end developers. Besides all that, we need to create a website. Besides that, we have to create the website. You also need a front-end developer who will work on the design. At Letzgro, we mostly work with PHP and Ruby. A PHP developer doesn't actually need a special knowledge for building the platform. He doesn't need any knowledge in video tech. He gets everything ready from specialist who is working with a transcoder and FFMPEG. So these are like 4 main roles that you have to consider when looking up for a team. And sorry. And transcoder, a little bit about transcoder itself. So, in fact, you can build your own transcoder. It's a little bit more complicated, but you will need to build your server with a transcoder and also think how you will scale it in the future. You have to consider it on the very basic stages. You need to build a scalable server system with one main server on which you will build and install other components, namely FFMPEG transcoder plus AV-Sync. And FFMPEG and other similar systems are just video editors. They convert from one format to another. So you need to be installed. So they need to be installed in the first place, and then you install a transcoder. Transcoder receives the data. It sees that there is one type of data input, and the client wants an output for iPhone, let's say. So it asks FFMPEG to convert it and delivers it to the client in the very right format that the client wants and needs, actually. A little bit about the geolocation, because it's crucially important. Naturally, you will have the faster video stream in France, let's say, or the United States, if servers are located in France or United States. Any online business count on becoming international, and for that need, you have to think about geolocation issues when you start building your platform. Okay, and to sum up, smartly and fast. technologies are changing, so you need to look up for a very adaptive team with interdisciplinary knowledge. You will need to combine many things while building your video streaming platform, like a transcoder, like Flussonic, FFMPEG, Linux operating system, command line interface, and many others. So, but ladies and gentlemen, despite the complexity of this of such project, don't be afraid to start, because this is the future. And the first adopters of video streaming have already earned millions of money, and you cannot lag behind. Keep up with the progress. So if you consider to build a video streaming solution, here we are. Here we are, guys. A little like a short commercial block about Letzgro and how actually we can help you to come up with such custom solution. So Letzgro was founded as a software development shop, and after we expanded our activities into video industry, what allowed us to build like unique virtual video streaming and video text solutions. I mean, you can send just literally like any request, any kind of questions of any complexity, because with that interdisciplinary knowledge that we have and the experience, we can help you out to build or set up the hosting for video streaming or any other video solution that you need. I mean, many other happy clients already experience like our help, and you can check them out on our websites. Just go www.letzgro.com, and you will find them. You can just send us a code, just any question. We'll be happy to answer. Okay, so now probably this is the turn for questions, and I will be happy to answer questions, guys, and along with Ihor. So let me check. I'm sorry. Let me check if you have any questions over here. Okay, so yeah, we have a question. What about? Yeah, I will select it here. What about social networks? Do they need video streaming? The question was asked. Ihor, would you be able to answer? Sure, you will.
Everybody, hi again. So. Yeah, I think that social networks actually is the great example of tools where video streaming should be used and will be used by everybody. First, we thought of video as something that is prerogative to YouTube and to communication tools like Skype, but we see more and more communication tools to have video streaming as part of the user experience, because it just becomes such a natural and basic thing like internet, like Wi-Fi, right? Users are thinking more and more like, hey, where is the video button here? For example, we work with Upwork, which is a freelancer platform, and over there you can chat with the client, but you can have a video conference as well. And so if you have a social network, right, people are thinking of you as the analogy to Facebook, and Facebook is setting the rules in a way, and Facebook is largely investing into video, right? Because they see that the future of engagement, the future of user behavior is in video. So sooner or later you will either embed video experience on your website, or your competitor is just gonna outfight you.
Yeah, sure. According to the data that we had, so it's like they estimated around 8 billion like video views, 8 billion video views of on the YouTube. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So more questions. Just a second. So the next question: what do you think about the future of video streaming? How do you see it? Okay, Ihor, go ahead. So what do you think about the future of video streaming?
Well, I think video is going to be everywhere. More and more user interfaces will be kind of inviting you as a user to provide the video input versus a textual input. For example, you're going to go to Facebook, and all of a sudden you will see yourself on the screen. So the video camera will be activated automatically, and so you're just so close to start recording yourself. You'll just have to press the record button, and all of a sudden you're broadcasting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very simple, like very, very affordable even now.
It will be, and people will be more. First, they'll be more exposed to those opportunities, and then they
are exposed.
They are, but it'll be even more. You won't need to go anywhere. You will open your Facebook app, and you will see yourself. You know, the camera will be activated almost automatically. And so it will be so engaging. You will just have to press the record button. That's it. Like one button away from going live.
Do you think that eventually Facebook will kind of get rid of the textual content and it will all turn to the video stuff?
Well, more or less that will happen, but also there will be a hybrid where text, video, and visual explanations will merge all in one, and we'll see no boundaries between them. It will be just so natural for us to not only watch video, but interact with the video, interact with the text on the video, in a way that we can select it, we can
like augmented
click
reality,
back, etc. It will be close to it'll be close to augmented reality.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
So far we've done with questions. So guys, you have the very last chance to ask some more questions. We just wait for another couple of seconds. If not, that I guess we can say bye-bye.
Yep. So everybody, thanks for joining us today. Subscribe to our channel. Reach out to us. Let's talk. Cheers.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Just like drop us any kind of message that you want, or even like what kind of t-shirts Igor likes, or what pants I wear, or like how to build a custom video streaming solution. No matter like what question, but go ahead. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying with us, and stay tuned. We'll update you with some more awesome information soon. Ciao.